The fact that you secured your website with an SSL secured socket layer does not mean your website is fully secure. Today in this video, I'm going to show you most advanced security settings that will fully secure your website. And we're going to do that right now. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to another edition of a new video. My name is Steven Ajango, but you can call me Jeff. Who is this video made for? If you are one of the smartest people, then perhaps you have chosen the right hosting company for your hosting. Choosing the right hosting company means your website files are fully secured, protected with the most top high-level security softwares and settings. So if you test your website and you get the results A+, then congratulations, you don't need to watch this video. However, if you test your website and you get the results like this, or like this, or like this, or even, God forbid, like this one, make sure you watch the video, share it with your friends, because you're going to learn how to fully secure your website files from the bad guys. At the end of the video, you should have your website test shows like this one. Stay tuned. We're going to do that right now. Yo, what's up? Hi Jeff, here. I've got a question. So I've got I just installed the SSL second layer for my website. So I've got this padlock that is set to protect my website. Do I still have to watch this video? Oh yes, you really have to watch this video, because secure socket layer is used to set up the connection between your web server and the browser. That's why you always see it on the browser. So there's a great difference between secure socket layer and security headers. Okay, so congratulations, you have installed the secure socket layer. So now you can insert up the information that is being sent between your server and then the user browser. Right, I'm going to explain the difference between these two security settings in a minute. Alright, so this is just a very simple diagram that I like to use to illustrate the functions of the two security settings, security headers and secure socket layer. As you can see on the screen here, this side is the client side or the front end, and this side is the back end. So now let's take some few minutes to understand the different jobs that these security settings are doing here. At the front end or the client side, say that you have a website, and the website contains some sort of information that you want to take from the user. Let's say that you have maybe a login form, and then the user has to fill the form. Once the form is filled, the user clicks submit. Once the form is submitted, a lot of things are happening behind the scene. Those information has to be sent to your server. An attacker can try to intercept those information that the user has submitted without the user knowing anything. How many times have you visited a website, you click submit a form and then try to see what is happening behind the scene? You cannot see that. So once the user submitted those forms, an attacker can intercept those data here. That is why it's very important to have the secure socket layer. The job of the secure socket layer is to protect the information, the data, or the communication between the browser and then the server. If you have the secure socket layer installed, and then an attacker is even able to intercept the information, those information are not readable. So the attacker has nothing to do with those things. He cannot harm the user. He cannot hijack your website. He cannot do anything, because the secure socket layer has completely making the data unreadable. The data is never readable. So you can simply say an SSL or secure socket layer is kind of used at the client side. It's only used to secure or protect your users' data when they are communicating with your server. It's not protecting your website files actually. All right, and there are several ways. That attackers can use to target your website and hijack it. So if they are trying to target your users and they notice that you have secured the client side with a secure socket layer, that is not all. They still have a way of targeting your website files. If the server side is not protected as well, attacker still have access to your user information by targeting your website files. For instance, an attacker can upload a JavaScript file into your website file, and there are so many ways of doing it. Like I said, I'm not going to go into much details of how these things are working, but you have and you must protect your website files, and I'm going to show you how to do that using the HTTP, the security header. So how do we protect the client, the server side as well? You have images, you have codes, JavaScript files, and a lot of files there. So you have to protect those files as well. I'm not going to go much details of how they attack those files. I'm going to leave a link down below this video. I have a blog that talks a lot about the security settings and other important settings. So you can follow the link and then to my blog, and then you can read about you can read more about the security settings that I'm talking about here. All right, now let's test your website to see if it's missing the security headers. Before you start to make those settings, you really want to be sure that your website is missing those headers. It all depends on your hosting provider. For me, I'm using Namecheap. Actually, those settings were automatically added to my account, so I don't have to go through these settings manually. But because of this video, I deliberately disabled those settings so that I can demonstrate and then walk you through how to set them up if you are not using Namecheap. If you want to switch your hosting company, I'm going to leave a link down below the video so you can check Namecheap. They have a very powerful security settings, and this Komodo, how they call it, security settings that they use to, most of the hosting companies will sell them for you, but Namecheap is giving them for free. So yes, it's very important to get all these settings up and running on your website. The first thing you want to do is to head over to this website. It's called the securityheaders.com. Here you want to enter your domain name. This is one of my portfolio, and then once you enter the domain name, you just click scan, and then this may take some few seconds, but it all depends on your location and the your network connection. So as you can see here, this is this test results for this particular domain. You can see all the 6 headers are missing. We got this big F there, which is fail. So yes, this website is not secured. Your test results may be different from what I got here. If you have A plus or A, you really don't need to do anything. The score grades are it's range from A plus to F. Alright, so A plus is the highest. Not everybody who's able to get to that level, because it is the most advanced settings, and I'm gonna show you how many websites are able to get to that level. Alright, if you get B or C or D or E, this simply means that most of your headers are still missing. Let's actually go ahead and dive into how to fix these missing headers, because I want you to get A plus. Now if you take a look at the numbers here, it shows how many websites have been scanned. Not all the websites on the internet, because that would be almost impossible, but this website alone This is the number of websites that have been scanned, about 194 million websites. And if you look at the top here, only about 2 million websites are able to get to A plus. That's really small. And if you see the second numbers from A to E, you can see the numbers are really too much. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get to the top level, A plus. So let's do that right now. Now, before you do anything to your website, you always want to take a backup of your entire website so you can restore it in case anything goes wrong somewhere along the line. I'm using an Updraft Plus plugin. So if you don't have a plugin, if you don't have a backup plugin, I'll leave a link below this video so you can install the Updraft Plus plugin and then take a backup of your website before you always do anything to it. Alternatively, you can also download the I'm going to do this using the HT access file. So what I'm going to do is to simply have a copy of the file so I can restore it in case anything goes wrong. Alright, so just follow me and do exactly as I'm doing. You gotta go and log into your control panel. Alright, and then we're going to look for file manager right here, and you have to click on the file manager. So I'm gonna open the file manager. Now once you click on the file manager, you should be brought to this section. Now this is where you will find all your your main domains, and if you have any subdomains. So these are the files. Here you want to look for the domain that you want to set the security headers for. If you want to use your main domain, then you have to look for the public underscore HTML file, folder, and then you click on it. However, if you're going to use your a subdomain, then you got to look for the folder of that subdomain. I'm going to use my main domain just for this video. So I'm going to open this public.html public underscore HTML folder. Once you open that folder, you should be brought to a section a section like this. Here is where you will locate the HT access file. So here is my HT access file. So let's just edit this file right now. This is the HT access file. Again, I didn't take a backup of my website because I've downloaded this file somewhere. So if anything happened to my website, I can always go back to the downloaded file and then replace it back to where it was. This is where we're going to fix the security headers. Alright, so as you can see, it's always a good idea to have some comments that shows you which code started at where and ended at where. So I just added these comments, and in between these comments it's where I'm gonna add the security header settings. How are we gonna fix that? If you return back to this the test result that we scanned before, you can see that we got fail here, and then these are the headers that are missing. So we're gonna fix these headers. To get the headers, what you're gonna do is to come to this block. I'll leave a link down below the video. So you come to this block, and then you scroll down. You scroll down to you come to this section. Okay, what are security headers and how to set them? So you click on this, you scroll down. You can see that we're gonna start from the first, which is the strict transport security. So you scroll down to that section. Okay, this is it, and this is the code. So we just copy this code from here and then paste the code. Once you paste the code, try to save your changes. Get back to the this website. Now we want to scan again. Now you can see from fail we are getting D here, and then you can see this strict transport security header has been added successfully. We're going to do the same thing to the rest of the these headers here. So the second one is the content security policy. We're going to look for that one. So we copy that and we're going to paste it here. I'm going to save the changes. Let's scan again. You will notice that I click scan and nothing is happening. All right, let's try to hide this result and then scan again. Okay, there we go. Now from D we are getting C here. Gradually we are moving forward. So the next one is the X frame. I'm not going to explain everything here. You can go to, if you come to my blog here, I've explained everything that you need to know here. Alright, so let's move on to the X frame options. Let's copy this. You can use any of them actually. Not that. I'm just gonna use, okay, let's pick this one. So I'm going to copy that one, X frame, and then we paste it. Let's click on save changes and then we scan it again. Now from C we are getting B here. Let's do that to the X content type option, this one. So I'm going to copy the code here, we paste it, save the changes, and then we scan again. Nothing is happening. Like I said before, you can always hide the settings, hide the results here and then scan again. Alright, congratulations, we've got A here, but we want to get A plus. If you can see, if you check my website, this is div there. If you check that website, that blog is testing I think A plus. Yes, this is what we want. Alright, because if you check the website, the highest score is A plus and we want to get A plus. So let's continue. We now have A, and it shows us that we are still missing two headers. That's the referrer policy and then the permission policy. So let's look for the referrer policy. Right, I'm going to copy that and then let's paste it here, save the changes, and then I'll scan again. Congratulations, we got that one. Now the final one is the permission policy. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that, the last one, and then we paste it here, save the changes, and then scan again. Nothing is happening, right? So we're gonna click on hide results again just to toggle that. Now you can see that we have all these headers fixed, but still we are not getting the A plus. That is why here most of them, you can see the A we have 21 million. Just one more thing that is needed to be fixed in order for you to get the A plus. Alright, let's get that one done. So if you scroll down, they said that the origin value is not recommended for the referrer policy. Alright, so let's fix that one. Referrer policy, the first one. Let's check that one. Let's replace this. Save the changes. Scan. A plus, there we got it. Oh, congratulations. Alright, so guys, this is how we set security headings for websites and applications. Okay, so this is how to fully secure your website from the client side and then the server side. This way your website is completely secure. If an attacker is trying to hijack your website, they are always going to try it from the back, the front end. You have to secure that place using this SSL secure socket layer, and then the back end is what we just did using the security header. So this way your website is entirely secured and you can now sleep without having to worry about anything. You could use a plugin to set these security settings, but I'm somebody who doesn't really like plugins. They kind of slowing down website loading speed, and for security settings, the plugins that are not doing well, if you use a plugin, you will not get the advanced settings like we did using the htaccess file. thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. In my coming videos, I'm going to show you more responsive designs, and actually a lot of things will be happening. So just subscribe, share, and then like my video. In my coming videos, I'm going to show you how to completely disable your WordPress login page, the login form. So as you can see here, this is the original login page. All right, the reason why we have to disable it is because if somebody is trying to access your website, they're gonna they are gonna come here, and then they'll try to be guessing your username and then your email address, so they can have access to your admin section. We're going to disable that without using a plugin. This is, like I said, this is the original login page, and this is how we're going to do it. So as you can see, I've completely disabled part of the login fields. So right now here, what you're seeing here is just the username or the email address. Once an attacker got here, they can never gain access to your website, your admin section, because I've disabled the password field. All right, so even if they are able to guess your username or email address, the input field for the password is gone. They will never get access. You cannot log in without the password. Now I did this without using a plugin. I've just removed that section completely from the source code of the theme that I'm using. Alright, I'm using Astra, so I've just removed that section. I myself, I cannot log in from this place because there's no way you can access you can log in through this place. So once the login page is disabled, I myself, like I said, I cannot log in from from the login page. So what I do is, if I want to log into the admin section of any of my domains, I just go to my cPanel. So here are a list of my domains. Don't worry, I just disabled their names and then the installation dates for security reasons. All right, so if I just like that, I don't even use the WordPress. I don't log into my admin sections using this form. So it's just like kind of sitting there, and then people are always trying to guess my password and log into my admin section. So I just disable it, and then anytime I want to log in, I just go to my I just come to my cPanel here, and then as you can see, if I click here, I can log into I can log in as an admin. I can log into any of these as an admin without having to enter password. So let's just log in. So yeah, as you can see, I'm in my my admin dashboard, all right, without having to use this this form. That's why I just disable it. In my coming videos, I'm going to show you how to completely disable that. So as you can see, once I'm logged out, this is how it would be. Anybody who try to log into my website as an admin, the person is going to see this. If somebody try, let's just enter some random stuff here, and then press enter and see what's going to happen. So login. Now you can see something here. This website has banned your IP address. I set all this stuff by myself without using a plugin. No way you can access my website using the login page. What if somebody try to reset the password, like clicking this link to reset the password? Well, let's click it and see. Now you can see what is happening here. Sorry, our system has banned your IP address. There is no way people can log in from this section. All right, they can either go back to the home page of the website, the front end, but they cannot log in. So subscribe. Next time, in my next video, I'm going to show you how to do that to fully protect your website. I hope you like this video. If you do like it, subscribe, share, and like it. Alright, thank you for watching and stay tuned.